CrazyMikesapps.com with an iPhone app video review for ESPN Fantasy Football. ESPN updates this app and delivers live draft modes using your iPhone or iPad with this free fantasy football app just in time for the 2013 NFL football season. As we get into the action in this newly updated ESPN Fantasy Football app, the biggest change they've made to the iOS side for iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch is the access of live drafts. That's for live auction and live snake drafts. You can also enter the draft lobby and so on. Here's what it looks like when you enter the draft. Once you get in, there's a time clock at the top, and all of the teams are in the upper right there, reflected by the yellow bar there. That's the team that's currently drafting. You can't really see them all. I think you can tap up there and go in and see what they're doing. First guy takes Adrian Peterson, and it goes on like that. When it turns my turn, the top will turn red, and it'll be my turn to grab a player. You have a queue at the bottom. You can line up your players in. See, that's my area, red up top, and then yellow for the time, and I can go into my queue, or I can just tap on any of those players to grab them. I went into my queue and snagged Drew Brees because of his good scoring last year. Took a little flack for grabbing a quarterback in the first round, but hey, so what? I'm not really full-time at ESPN or any kind of fantasy football. Now, this app is mainly for people who do ESPN Fantasy Football. It's free to register, and you can have up to 10 teams. I jumped into this league, just tapped on it, and I got in it. It was automatic. It was public. Didn't have to ask for permission or anything. There's other information there on what you can do. FantasyCast will be live scoring once the season starts, so it's coming soon. You can also watch lists for players. You can trade players. You can change players and rosters on the fly while you're walking around with your iPhone. So if you're not at home, lots of other information as well. You can find out about all the other teams' standings. And there's also headlines, tweets, and videos from analysts at ESPN, which also makes this app really, really good. It's a free app again. You could use this if you're actually playing football or fantasy football in other leagues because they've got a lot of information, all the player information, and it's free. iOS Universal. It's also available for the Android and Kindle Fire or Amazon Android App Store, but they don't offer the live draft as they do on the iOS side. You can download this using the link below. Until next time, Crazy Mike from Crazy Mike's Apps saying, see ya.